Hello,
Hi!
and welcome to this week's episode of
Number 2 for Be the Change YYC. So, sorry we haven't recorded in a while. We've been extremely busy, but in the past few weeks, while we have been absent from making our glorious videos, we have gotten contact with Bow Valley College, where we have gotten amazing response in aspect of getting volunteers who come from that school to help us out. And it's amazing. We've had so many people come out, and even just today, how many people?
We had 11 different people come out today for today's event, and a lot of them are ending up being students, and this is amazing. We love seeing Calgarians working together to show what it means to be the change.
YYC.
You know, and Kayla, it's amazing to see the community response here in Calgary. Not only the education system and the volunteers we're getting from there, but also the other agencies. I won't mention names right now, but it's just amazing to see that Calgary is going to come together, or is coming together to, help the homeless. They do see that there is a need. And we will be continuing to work with different corporations, different businesses, different schools, or any agency that wants to help the homeless. Just send us an email or give us a message on our Facebook page, and we would be more than happy to see what we could do with helping you out. You know, the other thing that we really wanted to touch on today, and most of our team couldn't be here for this video, but we have an amazing group of people. They work their butts off to help those people in need. And as Kayla just pointed out as well, I mean, our group is so diverse. If you want to come meet new people and help people along the process, come and check out the team and how hard they work and see what we do.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like we've had volunteers who are from Chile. We've had volunteers from Tokyo. We've had volunteers from Guatemala, everywhere.
Mexico.
And it's beautiful just to see the diversity between the people and how everybody just wants to give back.
Yeah.
I think it's a celebration for sure in many aspects.
Yeah, it goes to show that the world still is very, very full of hope when it comes to helping those who are really in need.
So you're having his.
So for our viewers who have watched our very first video, we met a very lovely man who unfortunately was displaced from his home. And he essentially lost his vehicle, he lost his job, and then his bank accounts were frozen by the government. And with all of these events happening, he unfortunately became homeless.
Yeah.
And, with talking to this man, he was so extremely sweet and very, very, very privileged to have gotten the opportunity to get to know him. But for people who saw the first video, we have some great news.
Yeah.
So we apologize for it being a little late, but guess what?
He's not homeless anymore.
The government unfroze his bank accounts, and actually he's going to tell you a little bit more in the following clip.
And take a peek at this and see how this man got himself off the streets.
Well, we met about 2 weeks ago, I guess, first, and things are looking pretty bad for me, and they've changed a little. The government has given me my bank account back and hopefully the money they took from me, and they've also mentioned that they're going to do something about the fines I've received from Moena, some back tax, which I've wanted to deal with, just can't afford to when you're homeless and have no resources, and UI is also an option, and everything's been looking up since then.
So your story's done a 360 then, right?
Pretty much, yes.
In a couple weeks.
Yes, I've been talking to a girl named Kelsey from Revenue Canada, and I didn't really want to phone her because I thought it was just going to be bad news after bad news, and it's been very positive, and she's doing everything bending over backwards trying to help help me. I've got my feet fixed there from cups.
Nice.
Everything's going forward. It's very enlightening. I can't wait to get back to the real world, a job and a house, and
Sweet. Thank you
it's
so
all
much.
looking good. No problem.
Yeah, that's
So
thank you.
a big thing about homelessness that we really wanted to point out is that it's not always happy people. And a big number of suicide rates actually happen to be with the homeless population. And it's absolutely sad because a lot of these people feel like they have nobody and nobody cares about them. And we're trying to reiterate that there is compassion from people, and we don't have to be family, but we want people to know that we still do love them. Like, we don't have to be related, but you know what, you are my brother because you're human. And
You are my sister because you're human, exactly.
Exactly. And so I guess we just wanted to show in the next clip that this is real. It's not a laughing matter. It's not a joke. It is a real epidemic, and we need to do something about it as decent human beings who have a lot to give. We need to do something.
I think as humans, we all have an obligation, when we see our community struggling and community members struggling as well. This man in this next clip we're going to show you, he goes into detail and he explains, not only what caused his homelessness, but how it feels to be homeless. So check this out.
So, what's your name?
Steve.
What made you go on the street?
Drinking.
Drinking. You ever thought about getting off the street?
Yes.
When people walk by and they acknowledge you and they say hi to you, does that make you happy?
Most people are very nice.
Yeah?
Most people are very nice.
Yeah.
They're always good. I don't do anything wrong. Oh no. That's a little dog.
Goodness. Yeah. No, you've never done anything wrong.
Oh, I've done wrong. No,
Well, I mean, you're always
I've made mistakes. I haven't done anything directly to hurt anybody. I try not to hurt anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And why are you hurting yourself?
Because I want to die. I don't know how to answer that question. I want to die. I'd like to die. I wish. How you doing, brother? I wish to die. Wow. I'm on camera.
Can you say that if you start saying that you want to live and you want to do better, maybe you'll start believing it?
Oh, I've done that too. I've done that. Oh yeah.
Maybe.
I worked at a treatment center. I was drug and alcohol. Can I even say it? Drug and alcohol counselor for like 13 years. I stayed sober for 13 years.
So what made you fall off the wagon?
Yeah, I got a divorce from my ex-wife. Nah, it hurt like hell. I loved her. Yeah, I don't know what the hell.
You have lots of love in your heart. Can tell.
I don't know what the hell happened.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell happened between us.
Steve, they're finding out a lot about the human brain these days, and I'm wondering have you ever been evaluated psychiatrically?
Yeah, they keep telling me. I think I'm crazy.
Well,
I'll tell you the truth.
No I think crazy.
I think I'm a little off.
Like, do you think that if you were under medical care that, you would be open to finding out more about yourself?
How do I get to do that?
After that video, I think it brings us more down to earth that there are real life issues that happen in people's lives that cause them to spiral into homelessness and addiction. you know, our team members at this moment, Kim was out with them and she did that interview, and, you know, it's so heartbreaking to hear, you know, that he just wants to die. And he is basically living his life because, you know, part of him just really wants to die, and that feeds into his addiction and homelessness because he doesn't feel like he's worth being helped or, you know, moving up and being better.
I think that just also reiterates to the lack of counseling that is available to the homeless population. And as much as people may not want to admit it, that population is a big population.
Yeah.
You know, our city is very good at, and I'm not talking about the people, I'm just talking about like city of Calgary, the Calgary police station, all that kind of stuff, but they're very good at hiding the homeless population. Once, and not a lot of people are going to know this, but it is actually a true statistic. But once the Calgary Stampede comes around, they actually do a roundup, and they round up the homeless people and they put them in jail, just so that our city looks more appealing.
Well, it's increased
to
police.
Yeah, but
so that it causes like more crime and tickets.
But they what they
the
do is they round up the homeless population and they put them in jail to make our city look more appealing to tourists. It is trying to put a band-aid over the fucking situation. And excuse my language, but I'm very passionate about this, and it drives me fucking crazy. And you know, like they always try these little band-aid solutions that never work.
No.
And this man is a perfect example. Somebody who wants to die. Like, this is somebody's brother, somebody's son. Somebody loves this person, and we love this person. We may not know him, but we do love him. And it's sad that this man feels so hopeless and helpless, like nobody cares about him, to the point that he literally wants to die. And this is exactly what we need to change. This is wrong. It is sad. It is an abomination, and it makes me sad to call myself a human being.
And Canadian. We're
When our
Canada.
brothers feel this way, our brothers and sisters, and we're not going to discredit, because there's so many other people out there on the streets who feel this way. It's an absolute tragedy, and the lack of resources in this community is astounding. You may think that there are a lot, but there really isn't. And this is just more evidence and proof of the lack of initiative from our own government to give a shit about our own people.
And you know, just to touch a bit more on that, I recognize this being a systemic issue in our culture, meaning that this guy had something like a divorce that happened, so loss of community and association for him, and then he spirals into addiction and becomes homeless. But what happened to his family? What happened to his friends? What happened to us, the community? Because in reality, we wouldn't be homeless if we had proper friends and family and community supporting us. And he talks about mental health and addiction, but clearly he expresses that, oh yeah, I have a few things wrong, but the issue just isn't being addressed. Putting someone in a shelter a couple feet away from another human being on a cot, on the floor,
probably facing the same issues.
It's not a way. That's a Band-Aid solution. You're bleeding, you put a Band-Aid on it. Well, what if he needs stitches? These people need stitches. They need you to care about them. They need you, us, the community, to show some love and encourage them that they can rejoin the community, that they can be part of our community again, and that we haven't forgotten about them, and we did not ever forget about them.
Amen to that.
So, in conclusion to this video, we are hoping that you will like and share it. Our end goal is that the government will pick up on the fact that there is a need for increased poverty reduction strategies. We need to prevent homelessness and help the homeless that we currently have.
Without your guys' help, we are such a small voice in a large crowd. I mean, without you guys, we are absolutely nothing. And without your support, our voice doesn't go anywhere. We would be meek. And we want to be like lions. We want to be tigers. We want to roar. And we want to be heard.
And we feel that these people also deserve to be heard.
Yes.
You know, and so this is our mission. We hope that you will join on board. in this poverty reduction strategy.
Let's be the voice for the weak.
Yeah.
Let's all get on board with this and just be the change YYC.